All right. Hockey, one more step closer to coming back. They released the schedule yesterday, August 1st, like they've been saying. As long as everything goes well, August 1st, Panthers, Islanders, all the series are going to start on August 1st. And I looking at it, man, I kind of like it, you know. Looking at the schedule, it's a whole lot different than when the teams are traveling back and forth. If we could play a 5-game series in 8 days, and so it's going to be a quick week when that comes up. So, boy, oh boy, oh boy, what's really going to be bad is if any of these teams get swept. It's like all that effort for them to come back and for their fans to get all excited and basically to be over in like 4 or 5 days and you're done. So hopefully that doesn't happen to anybody. Hopefully all the series go 4 in 5 games so we get lots of extra hockey. Couple of extra things going on with that. I noticed that they've allowed players to opt out. Nobody really of huge note right now except one ex-Panther, Steven Camper, actually opted out. So, I don't know. I wouldn't expect any Panthers to opt out. They seem like a pretty close-knit group, and I don't think any of those guys, being that, you know, the rarity of those teams, of the Panthers making their playoffs, I don't think anybody's going to opt out, but, you know, you never know as far as that's concerned. Couple of things going on with the channel. I ran a Twitter poll yesterday, and it was pretty much overwhelming. I asked, should I leave the YouTube wall the same, or should I just completely revamp it for the playoffs? And it was about 60% for the revamp. Now, don't worry. Kermit, you're staying. He ain't going anywhere. I'm going to put him back over my shoulder. So basically, it'll be Kermit and I looking at you the entire time. I like the old setup that I had that way. This way, I don't even, you can barely see him anymore. So we're going to be changing the wall up here. Now, since we've got playoff hockey and since we've had lockdowns and all of that, I'm going to make a long story short here. I don't want a whole sob story. But you guys know I got the Lyme disease. And basically, previous to the Lyme disease, I worked as much as I needed to work, and my finances were just fine. And then Lyme disease took all my savings and took all my credit, and I struggle with, you know, how many hours a week I can actually work, because there's usually 1 or 2 days a week at least where I'm just pretty much good for nothing. So, that being said, when the lockdowns happened, I had to cut back on expenses. So one of the first things to go was DirecTV, because the only reason I have DirecTV is to watch the Panther games, because I'm very rural out here. Internet is, you know, it's pretty good, but, you know, getting a 15-20 minute outage is not rare. So there's no way I'm depending on streaming to watch hockey. So I got to have DirecTV. So when they stopped playing and the lockdowns came, I had to cut back on expenses. I let it go for a couple of months. I didn't pay, and then I just let them shut it off, because I figured if they ever come back, I'll just get the DirecTV hooked back up. So I need some cash. Now, here's what we're going to do. Some of you know a few years ago, about 4 years ago, 3 or 4, I scored a massive haul at a wholesale liquidation type of auction, and it's all original logo, brand new 93, 94 Florida Panthers gear. Now, when I first bought it, I sold a few items to recoup some of my investment, and then I've been giving it away randomly, especially right before the season. Like this year, I gave away a bunch of stuff. I'm going to leave the link in the description. Okay, I've put it all on my eBay store. I've got some really good deals. I've got shirts, I've got banners, I've got pennants, I've got flags like this, I've got car flags, I got sweatshirts. Even for you, Ralph, I got some extra large stuff. I know you were looking for that last time. I've got some XX large stuff. Not a lot, so if you guys, you big guys, you need some big stuff, get it quick, because I don't have a lot of it. Like I said, it's all in the eBay store. That way, it's just easy, quick checkout. And for you guys internationally, I've done the best I can with the shipping. It basically calculates by weight how much it's going to cost me. That I gotta, you know, pass that charge on to you. United States shipping is free. I've put together packages to where you can buy one shirt, or you can buy a whole plethora of stuff with 2 shirts and banners and flags all lumped up in one. I got a bunch of different combinations. I'm going to leave the link in the description to this video, and obviously I will post links to the store when I post the video on Twitter. So hopefully I can make a couple of bucks, get the DirecTV turned back on. I'm sure I've already had a lot of people saying they're going to support it. So, and that way I put it on eBay so you don't have to just buy it right today, right? It's like if it takes you a week or two, you want to buy something during the playoff run, it's just there. The links are there, and that way, because I'm not big into like begging for money, right? You know what I mean? I had a couple of people say, hey, why don't you just do a GoFundMe? I want to give something. I'd rather just give all this stuff away, but I've held on to it all these years just in case I needed to really sell it to raise some cash. I do now, so the stuff is there. And look, it's high quality stuff. The brand, most of it, the clothing is Trench. Almost, like 99% of it is still got the tags. It's all brand new in the wholesale boxes. Original logo stuff. As you can tell, I prefer the original logo. So do not miss out. It's really going to be, it's really good opportunity to get some rare stuff that you're just not going to find all that often. So other than that, guys, I appreciate all your support. I believe camp is supposed to start the 13th, which is tomorrow, right? I haven't been looking a whole lot because migraines are still kicking my ass a little bit, so I kind of depend on you guys to tag me to stuff when it happens because I can't do a whole lot of research reading on the computer. But I'm pretty sure camp starts tomorrow, so as soon as those guys are back in, oh, that's the other thing, the interesting thing I heard, the media interaction between the players and the coaches and the media is going to be on Zoom. So that's going to be an interesting thing because obviously we're used to the post-game interviews and all of that. And I knew it wouldn't be the same, so I wonder if they're actually still going to televise that stuff. And that's the other part. I checked. I don't know what the streaming capability is going to be. I don't know if NHL TV is going to have a package. I asked them 4 times on Twitter, and I got 0 response from them. But had a couple people respond that basically all the channels are going to be having hockey somewhere because the games are staggered. So you got USA, NBC, MSNBC, NHL Network, a couple of others. So the games are going to be staggered. So make sure that you guys check that you get the channels that are going to have the games because it's not like it doesn't seem like it's just going to be all on Fox Sports like that. I don't think it's going to be that same way. So do your own research with your cable company, your satellite, whoever, whichever your package is, and make sure because there's a bunch of different channels the game's going to be on, and it may not always be the same channel for the Panthers, and there may be series later on that you guys want to watch that's just not on the regular TV. It's some different channels. So check up on that. Make sure you guys are good to go like me. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you either tomorrow or the next day when they break camp.